How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another RF Crypto video. On today's market, the cap has increased by almost 5%. It stands now at 2.26 trillion. Compared to yesterday, this is a healthy increase. If we look at Bitcoin, over the past 24 hours, it increased by 5%, Ethereum by almost 6%. Basically, the whole market is up. Everything is up. Avalanche, because of the reasons we spoke about yesterday. If you want to check out the reasons why Avalanche is doing so well, please check out yesterday's video. It's up almost 50% from last week and 15% from 24 hours ago. Polkadot, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Polygon, everything is up until the 25th top capped coin. It's only Stellar that's down by 1.3%, Hedera down by 3%, but if you look at even the top 50, everything is up. The markets are doing well today. This has to do with the fact that there were a couple of red candles yesterday because the markets fell by almost 5%, and these all got bought up. So if Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Terra, Luna get bought up, the rest of the market follow, because whenever the big cap coins rise, then other smaller cap coins also rise with it. When there is a rise in the top 10 coins, it creates a domino effect where more money flows into crypto, and people now want to diversify further. So instead of just focusing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, they put part of their money on these top cap tokens, and then the rest they put it on other smaller cap tokens. So it is a domino effect. When top 10 or top 20 tokens rise, the rest of the market also rises because money is flowing not only in these top 10 or top 20 coins, but into the rest of the market as well. A very important aspect that I want to talk about is the leverage ratio. So the Bitcoin leverage ratio is almost back at all-time highs. So remember when the price of Bitcoin fell from 69,000 to about 53? This is when we saw this massive drop from 0.208 to 0.62, and now it's back up to 0.205, so not too far away from all-time highs. This isn't concerning in itself because leverage could mean that people are just taking more futures and options positions and more derivatives positions. But knowing the crypto markets, it's more likely that people are taking extreme positions betting that prices will rise above a certain rate or drop by a certain rate. And because leverage is so high, there will be a flush out soon, especially next Friday. The last Friday of every month is when the futures and options positions in the crypto market closes, especially in Bitcoin. We'll probably see if there's a drop in the price of Bitcoin, we'll probably see a lot of long positions being liquidated because the price is so low now compared to what it was before. People are now taking long positions because they expect the price of Bitcoin to rise. If the price goes low, the margin call will be activated, and if the margin call gets activated, the positions get liquidated, which will cause an even further decrease in the price of Bitcoin. So keep an eye out for next Friday, last Friday of the month. It's important to see how the market reacts to the futures closeouts. If moving on to some other news, 0.01% of Bitcoin holders control 27% of all circulating coins. So the National Bureau of Economic Research, an American private nonprofit research organization, released a study claiming that 10,000 Bitcoin investors, or 0.01% of all Bitcoin holders, so 1/100th of all Bitcoin holders, own 5 million Bitcoin, or 27% of all 18.9 million coins in circulation. However, we note that according to a crypto insurance firm, CoinCover, around 4 million Bitcoin is out of circulation due to forgotten passwords or because of death, and the family members don't even know that they have Bitcoin. So out of that 18.9 million, 4 million is now completely out of circulation forever. So the actual circulating supply of Bitcoin is around 15 million, which makes the 0.01% of all Bitcoin holders holding close to 35% of all actual Bitcoin in circulation, so the net Bitcoin in circulation. And despite having been around for about 14 years and the hype it has ratcheted up, it's still the case that it's a very concentrated ecosystem. Bitcoin was supposed to be a decentralized coin and the solution to the top 1% hoarding all the fiat cash, but we see that it's the same thing in cryptocurrency. However, with supply being limited at 21 million, we hope that because there's no printing mechanism like there is in fiat, the supply will be limited at 21 million. We hope that it becomes a bit more decentralized, not so concentrated and controlled by a small number of people. And this will truly stand for what Bitcoin is, which is decentralization. Moving on to a bit of more crazier news. Twitter co-founder and former CEO Jack Dorsey says that Bitcoin will replace the dollar. Cardi, in a Twitter conversation with Cardi B, he broadly asked if crypto would replace the U.S. currency, to which Dorsey replied, "Yes, Bitcoin will." Does he know the strength of the U.S. government? Does he know the strength of the U.S. dollar? A lot of people think that Bitcoin is here to replace fiat, but in a sense, wouldn't it be better if it worked alongside fiat? Why can't we have both? We can have both, so let's make use of it. Cryptocurrencies will make fiat better because central banks are going to be forced to think better about their monetary policies in order to counter the eroding effects that crypto has on it. So in itself, the management of fiat will be better. If you have a concurrent side-by-side system like a layer 1, layer 2 sort of fiat and crypto, then they can work harmoniously and to the benefit of the general public. So I don't know why Jack Dorsey is saying, he's so affirmative, he's saying, yes, Bitcoin will. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's probable, but people have their own opinions and we have to respect them. On other news, Terra becomes second largest DeFi protocol, surpassing Binance Smart Chain, and over $18 billion in value is locked on just 13 projects in Terra, which means that it's a whopping $1.4 billion per protocol. And that compares to a measly $73 million per protocol on the Binance Smart Chain, which has $16.5 billion locked on 225 protocols. So we can see an increased trust in Terra because a lot more money is being locked in per project. And these are massive projects. You can do a lot with $1.4 billion. However, despite the fact that Terra and BSC is increasing in TVL, Ethereum still remains DeFi king, with $152 billion in value locked over 361 protocols. DeFi projects are now gaining a lot of traction because it cuts out the middleman and it cuts out a lot of costs and a lot of time. And DeFi projects, instead of using a middleman, such as financial services in lending, trading, and borrowing, it relies on smart contracts that you input what the parameters are. And once those parameters are achieved, the smart contracts are activated and they're executed. So it cuts off a lot of cost, it cuts off a lot of time, and this is why there's so much money in DeFi now. There are metaverse and gaming applications that are making their mark on Terra as well. The recently launched Terra is massive, by the way. It's grown very, very much in the last quarter or so. It calls itself a gamified launchpad that supports NFT integration, has a lock of $21 million in value, while Terra, fantastic name, is a decentralized lottery system or a lottery platform that holds $311,000 in value. These are big amounts. It doesn't seem so big compared to the billions that are locked up. But metaverse and gaming applications, which are basically new, having so much money locked up in such short time is big news. Also, the increase in TVL total value locked on Terra coincided with the rising prices of its Luna tokens. Prices are up 54% compared to the past week, trading at all-time highs of $83 on Tuesday morning. And some in crypto circles are referring to investing in Solana, Luna, and Avalanche. So these are smart contract platforms which support a wide array of use cases, which in this case DeFi. Solana, Luna, and Avalanche are now known as Solun AVAX Trio. And I mean, this basket netted 400% in 7 months compared to an equally weighed basket of Bitcoin and Ether in the same period. A lot of projects are being funneled into it. Their ability to scale, their speed, and their low transaction fee are game changers, and this is why they've concurrently grown by 400% since May 2021. On other news, digital asset funds hit by record $142 million of outflows. Following a 17-week run of outflows from cryptocurrencies funds totaled $142 million during the 7 days through December 17, according to CoinShares, a digital asset manager that compiles the industry data. Just in Bitcoin, $89 million left the markets in the last week. That's a reversal from the $145 million of the inflows in the prior week. There are a couple of factors that are causing this surge in outflows. One trigger may have been the recent signals from the US Federal Reserve that it's accelerating the withdrawal of monetary stimulus. The tapering and the increase in interest rates are causing outflow from risky assets. So all risky assets, not just cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is just one of them. And also the new variant. So these factors combined have caused an outflow from riskier assets such as digital assets, which includes cryptos, NFTs, and other metaverse tokens. So Binance Labs, the Binance VC arm, leads $60 million round in cross-chain protocol Multichain, which was previously known as AnySwap last week. There are a lot more VC firms and industry investors in this seeding round, such as Sequoia China, IDG Capital, Three Arrows Capital, Primitive Ventures, Defiance Capital, Circle Ventures, and so on and so forth. These are major VC firms. The fact that they have invested in Multichain in a $60 million seed round means that they have faith in it. The fact that Multichain was chosen as a tool to bridge B tokens across chains through the Binance Smart Contract Platform, or BSC, is big news, and it shows trust that Binance has on Multichain. So AnySwap enables interoperability on multiple networks, which include Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Moonriver, and others. So interoperability in crypto is extremely important, and the fact that Multichain is able to offer this service and create a bridge between different networks and create interoperability is very important, and this is why Binance has adopted it, and this is why they've gotten so much funding. And these 60 million are going to be used in the growth of the team and ecosystem, including the research and development teams focused on crypto algorithms, audits, and security. It's going to become even safer. New functionalities are going to come out, and the team is even going to become stronger following the seed round. So yeah, Multichain is something to keep an eye on, and it's a very important bridge between protocols. Chinese companies embark on a metaverse trademark race. Despite the fact that the People's Bank of China warned about metaverse and non-fungible tokens as extremely risky, more than 1,000 Chinese companies have submitted thousands of metaverse-related trademark applications. More than 1,360 Chinese companies submitted 8,500 trademark applications related to metaverse by Sunday, and these include big companies such as Tencent. Who can blame them? The trademark applications didn't come as a surprise to many, as the demand for NFTs is on the rise. In the past 7 days alone, NFT sales are over $580 million. And according to the research by Cointelegraph Consulting, the NFT sales are expected to top 17.7 billion in 2021. So you can't really blame them. You can't really blame companies such as Tencent, Huawei, and Hisense as well for wanting to get in and want that piece of the pie. And that's why, despite the warnings by the Chinese central bank, they're going into NFTs and the metaverse. Very aggressively, if I may say. Finally, Adidas Originals reaches second spot on OpenSea rankings with debut NFT collections. Their Into the Metaverse project has generated over $43 million worth of NFT sales on OpenSea, and this in collaborations with Bored Ape, Yacht Club, Punks Comic, and G-Money. Adidas is very heavily into NFTs. The owners of these NFTs are also incentivized to buy and hold them because they also receive a physical version of sneakers, of comic books, and there are other rewards that are going to come up with time. Nike has also partnered up its digital footprint by partnering with the virtual sneakers and collectibles brand RTFKT, the top trending OpenSea collection at the time of this publication today, Tuesday, 21st December. RTFKT is known for selling NFTs, and if you buy the NFT, you also get a physical version of those shoes. You can see big shoe companies or big footwear companies such as Adidas and Nike jumping into this, and it's only a matter of time until other companies such as Puma, New Balance, and Reebok also jump into the metaverse and into NFTs. It's a growing narrative, and we'll see a lot of growth in this and a lot of development in this. This is just the initial phase. We're still in the infant stages of this. Interesting going into 2022 to see what's going to happen in this scene. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Cheers.